So it's been almost a month since the Sydney Sevens. This week we've got LA, and the Samoans will be as determined as ever to try and finish at the top of the mountain. They did manage to get themselves fifth in Sydney. They'll be looking to improve, and this could be just the tournament to do it. In this preview, we will be looking at the squad that Samoa have gone with, their upcoming fixtures, and also a prediction of how far I think they can get in the LA Sevens. But we will jump straight into it. Their squad, it's a little bit of a mystery because they normally update it on either their Facebook or their Instagram. They'll put a new squad picture up so that we know exactly who's there. For LA, they're being very secretive. So we're going to base it off Sydney. I don't believe they've made too many changes. And if they have, I guess they will be revealed at the last minute. But the Sydney Sevens, this is also the squad that they have for Hamilton. So you'd assume consistency-wise, it will be relatively similar. It was Va'a Apilo Maliko, one of the co-captains of the Samoan side, Valvasa Afasua, and also we did see the return of Milani Matavao, although not too much action for Milani Matavao in the Trans-Tasman. But I think in LA, he should have almost fully recovered from that injury and will be raring to go. Also in their side, Paul Eti-Slater, Noele Letufia, Motu Opitai, Owen Nue, Paul Scanlon, Steve Onisai, Yuna Sione. Now, he did have an injury in Sydney, so I'm not too sure of the extent of whether or not he is match fit or whether he might be missing out on LA. Levi Milford also in there, Taunuu Naulivaya, Fa'afoi Falaneko, and then the big man, Tuna Tuitama, who is definitely one to watch out for the Samoans in LA. So those other players in the squad definitely have the potential of going far in the Sevens competition. Looking at Samoa's group stage fixtures, now this first game, arguably the most important. It is a must win because if they want to get through, they need to be in the top two. That'll rhyme, but it is going to be their game up against the host nations, the USA, taking place at 6:59 a.m. New Zealand time on Sunday morning. It's a very early start, but at that stage, we would have actually finished 6 rugby union live streams. We would have been going for 12 hours and ready to go for a whole day of the LA Sevens. So that game, nice and early Sunday morning, up against the US. They do need to win that, and that would almost secure them a spot in the top 2 at the end of the group stage. But of course, they can't underestimate their other opposition. They will be playing Chile at 10:12 a.m. New Zealand time, so they get about a 3-hour break in between their game up against the USA, and then they will be taking on Chile. And then their last game, we've seen them play many times before. It was actually New Zealand who knocked Samoa out of the last competition. They will be playing at 1:30 p.m. New Zealand time, and as long as New Zealand beat the US, and that will be the Kiwis' second matchup, Samoa, no matter what happens, win or loss to New Zealand, they should still be high enough to make their way on through. But those are the two big games for them, up against the host nation and up against the side that did end their Sydney dreams. Looking through now, though, at a few of the key players for Samoa. I already mentioned Tuna Tuitama. He is a very impressive individual, still extremely young and new to the Sevens side for Samoa, but has had such an impact that he could be a game changer for them. There have been times in the past where that inexperience and youth has been a bit of a downfall for Tuna Tuitama. He has to make sure that he's making the right decisions alongside this very strong side. I'd love to see Milani Matavao back in action. If he is back, I think he is going to be one of the key players for them. He just always brings so much to the Samoan side. Ever since they returned to the World Sevens circuit, he has been a player to certainly watch out for. And then also, we will go with Va'a Apilo Maliko, just because when people think of the Samoan side now, they normally think of a highlight that man has been able to create. Whether it is one that he's created individually, help with the team try, Va'a Apilo Maliko, a very well-known name for Samoa, and I think should be able to have a great LA Sevens tournament. Now we are up to the stage of predicting how far the Samoans will be able to go in this competition. Now it's a tricky one, but I feel confident that they will be able to make it out of the group stage as long as they win that game up against the USA. Now, quarterfinals, semi-final, and final, you just have to make sure you're on a good run and you can find yourselves as champions. They were able to do it in Cape Town. LA, I think we're going to see the Samoans in the top 4, which does mean they have to win their quarterfinal. Samoa, they have got the potential of going all the way in LA. Once again, rhyming. They do need to make sure that they're cutting down errors, not giving away too many penalties, and of course, scoring some classic tries on the Sevens circuit. But nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning into this preview. Do let me know how far you think Samoa will go in the LA Sevens. We will be doing the live commentary for their matches on the channel, so be sure to check that out as well. But thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all for the next one.